All right, let's talk about managing money in your 20s, but we're going to frame this a little differently. This isn't about getting rich quick or chasing some flashy lifestyle. Nope. This is about something much deeper, using money as a tool to build a life of genuine calm and control. And it all starts with one simple, powerful idea. This right here. This is the whole foundation. The habits you start building today aren't for showing off next year. They are a profound gift to your future self, the you that's 10, 20, 30 years down the road. It's the gift of peace of mind, and that's a game changer.
And really, it boils down to two very different paths, doesn't it? On one side, you have a life of calm. That means having the flexibility to make choices, the confidence to handle whatever life throws at you, and a real sense of control. On the other side, well, that's a life filled with financial anxiety, pressure, and constant worry. The small, quiet decisions you make today are what decide which path you end up on.
Okay, so let's get into our first section, your decade of leverage. What do you think your most powerful financial asset is right now? I'll give you a hint. It's not your salary. It's this decade itself. Your 20s give you this unique, almost secret advantage. This is the key insight. Look, your income might be low, and that's totally normal. But what you do have is this magic combination of fewer big responsibilities like a mortgage or kids and a massive amount of time ahead of you. That combination, that's a window of opportunity you only get once in your life.
And this is so important to grasp. If you can build disciplined habits now, even with a modest income, you will be in a much, much better place than someone who starts earning a huge salary later, but has zero control. Good habits, you see, they compound silently, right alongside your money.
All right, section 2, the 40% savings blueprint. Let's get into the actual strategy. This isn't just some vague idea, it's a simple, actionable plan that you can literally start with your very next paycheck. So here it is, the 30-30-40 rule. It's a guideline, right? But it's a powerful one. The idea is to aim to save and invest 40% of what you take home. That sounds like a lot, I know, but then you have 30% for your absolute needs, rent, groceries, bills, and the other 30% is for your wants. You know, the fun stuff. That aggressive savings rate early on is what truly builds momentum. And let's be really clear about what that 40% is for. It's not about piling up cash just to feel rich. It's about building a foundation of security that gives you genuine freedom. The freedom to take a chance on a career you actually love, the freedom to travel, or just the freedom to not panic when your car breaks down. It's about safety. Now, the silent engine that makes this whole thing work is compounding. You've probably heard the term, but it's basically where your money starts making its own money. It's like a tiny snowball at the top of a very, very long hill. And the most important ingredient it needs is time. Now look at this. This shows you exactly why starting now is so critical. For the first few years, honestly, it feels slow. You might not see much happening. But then somewhere around year 10, the growth starts picking up. By year 20, it's really accelerating. And by year 30, compounding is doing almost all of the heavy lifting for you. It's a testament to the power of just being consistent and patient. And of course, life changes, right? As your responsibilities grow, maybe you get married, have kids, the blueprint adapts. Your savings rate might have to drop to, say, 20% because your needs have gone up to 50%. And you know what? That is perfectly okay. The goal isn't to hit a perfect 40% forever. The goal is to never stop the habit of saving. Consistency always matters more than the exact percentage. Okay, on to section 3, your shield and safety net. A great plan for growing your money is one thing, but just as important is protecting what you've built. So let's talk about the 2 non-negotiable layers of defense you need. First up, your shield. And that shield is insurance, specifically good health insurance. Think about it. A single major medical issue can completely wipe out years of dedicated saving. It's heartbreaking. A solid insurance plan is what stands between your progress and the random, unpredictable things that happen in life. And next, you need a safety net. This is your emergency fund. We're talking about 6 to 12 months worth of your essential living expenses parked in a simple, easy-to-access savings account. This isn't an investment. It's a buffer. It's your cushion for when things go sideways, like a sudden job loss. And that's really the whole point. The greatest return you get from an emergency fund isn't the interest, it's peace of mind. It's the ability to think clearly and make good decisions during a crisis, instead of being forced into a bad spot like selling your investments at the absolute worst time. So, you've got the plan, you've got your protections in place, For a final section, let's look at the common traps that can completely derail you and pull you right back onto that path of financial stress.
You've really got to watch out for these. First, lifestyle inflation. That's when your spending just automatically goes up every time you get a raise. Then there's trying to keep up with your friends' spending habits. That's a losing game. And of course, ignoring insurance or not building that emergency fund. But maybe the most dangerous one of all is that little voice in your head that whispers, I'll start saving later.
Because later is always, always more expensive. Every single year you wait, you lose out on the incredible power of compounding. The money you put away in your 20s works harder for you than any money you'll save later on. It just has more time to grow. So, as we wrap up, it's worth asking yourself this simple question. Money isn't some scoreboard for you to compare yourself to other people. It's just a tool. So, what are you trying to build with it? Are you building a life of freedom, security, and options? Or are you just building a pile of stuff? And that really leaves us with the most important takeaway of all. The whole point of this blueprint, the whole reason we're talking about this, is so you can manage your money, so that life doesn't manage you. It's about taking control, building your foundation, and creating a future where you are in the driver's seat.